If you've lived in Quito, you've definitely heard these street names a million times. But do you really know the backstory? Well, stick around and you will. 10 de Agosto, named after the 1809 uprising known as the First Cry of Independence, the moment Quito became the very first Latin American city to revolt against Spanish rule and inspire later revolutions across the entire region. 6 de Diciembre. This is the day Quito was officially founded in 1534 by Sebastián de Benalcázar, who took over what remained of the Incan city after it was burned by the Incan general Rumiñahui to the ground so that conquistadors couldn't seize it intact. Amazonas honors the 1542 expedition that departed from Quito and discovered the Amazon River from a European perspective. De los Xiris, named after the mythical indigenous Xiri rulers of the ancient Quito-Caran culture, leaders who supposedly governed the region long before the Incas arrived. The Xiris appear in chronicles as warrior kings wearing emerald crowns, but their history sits right on the edge of archaeology and legend. Mariscal Sucre, for Marshal Antonio José de Sucre, the general whose victory at the 1822 Battle of Pichincha secured Quito's independence. Simón Bolívar, named after the liberator who united and freed much of northern South America. Bolívar himself passed through Quito after independence. Pedro Vicente Maldonado, scientist and cartographer who helped measure Earth's shape at the equator. The equator he studied is the reason our country is literally called Ecuador. Eloy Alfaro, leader of the liberal revolution, modernizer of Ecuador, and builder of the railway that finally connected Quito to the coast. Cristóbal Colón, named in reference to Columbus, discoverer of the Americas from a European perspective and the Spanish expansion into the Americas. 12 de Octubre, Columbus's arrival date in 1492. It's tied to Hispanic heritage celebrations and the beginning of the colonial era in the Americas. I grew up saying these names every day without knowing much of this. Which one did you just learn the meaning of for the first time?